I love when I get a craving for something and then I realize that I pretty much have everything I need to make said craving. Today, that craving is a tuna melt. So let's make one for lunch. Because this craving just hit me today, I don't exactly have like everything I would need to make my perfect tuna melt, but I've got the heavy hitters, things that are going to make it into a really good tuna melt. First thing we gotta do is make a tuna salad. So I'm starting with 2 green onions that will add a little bit of a crunch. And then I don't have any red onion, but I do have shallots. So I'm gonna mince up a little bit of it and then rinse it really well. That goes in my bowl. Then I'm gonna do a tiny bit of vinegar. Next up, I'm gonna add my tuna. I always try to get tuna packed in olive oil because I feel like it just tastes better. I'm gonna throw the whole can in. And I have a couple slices of bread and butter pickles, and I also pulled the onions out of there. I'm just going to chop those up. Those go in the bowl. Then I'm gonna do a couple tablespoons of mayo, a tiny bit of yellow mustard. Then we have our spices: garlic powder, smoked paprika, onion powder, a little bit of hot sauce, a little bit of parsley that I washed and was letting drain. I'm gonna chop this up pretty well. That goes into my bowl. Then everything gets mixed up. Do a little salt and pepper. And I like the amount of mayo we have in here now. Like there's enough for it to be a binder, but it's not so much that it looks like a mayo heavy salad. Taste. I do not have bread, but I do have some corn tortillas. So I feel like crisping these up and using them as a base will work really well. I'm gonna throw on my tuna. My ideal tuna melt would have sliced sharp cheddar cheese, not shredded Mexican cheese, but this is what I have and I think it'll work just fine. And then this is gonna go back under the broiler for another couple minutes just until the cheese is melted and maybe has like a tiny bit of brown crispiness on top. And here they are, stunning, crispy, and magically made using the things that I have in my house already. On the side, I'm having some sugar snap peas, which are my favorite spring veg. Let's try one of these tuna melt tostadas. Tuna salad. It's creamy but zesty. The sweetness from the pickles, everything in there just like works so harmoniously. That's why I love a tuna salad. This may not be a tuna melt traditionally. It's still incredible and it's definitely hitting that craving. But that is it. You should make this.